was busy but good. I helped a friend assemble a metal cardboard, so I'm definitely a little sore this week. How was everyone else's weekend? Talking's been hard today. Right. It's going by so fast. So fast. But that's not too bad for the winter time. We'll speed on through it. And before we know it, spring will be here. Thank you, Autumn, for that. I think it will, Katie. I have been trying out some other apps, so I have downloaded Clapper, Triller, and Fanbase. So I'm testing out those platforms. I am also, me and my sister both are on YouTube, so that'll be a guaranteed place, but I'm not going to panic about the TikTok ban until it happens, because I just don't have the mental and emotional capacity for that. But I am prepping other apps just in case. Would it be normal this way? Kind of. That's a little edge sketch. Let's see. I'm gonna draw a little portrait for you. See if you can recognize what it is. There's it. Thank you. Okay, well I tried to write it. This is a burb, everyone. That is a scientific word. Burb. I'm well, okay. How about yourself? Let's see. Or what about that? Bet a lot of you know what that one probably is. Brings back so many memories. Oh god, I'm glad you're feeling better. I just like to watch it up close. These have always fascinated me. I'm just drawing nonsense. Yes, Katie, we definitely can do some car ride. I don't know how etch sketches work, but they are quite enjoyable. Let me just pluck some of this away. I remember doing that too, or doing like a full blackout and then erasing it. See, I'm just gonna pluck that away. So I don't know if you all have looked at other apps. I know in our live on Thursday, someone was telling me about another TikTok alternative app, but so far I've just tried Clapper, Fanbase, and Triller. I did try Likey. It's been a while, but I definitely did not like that one. There's like a 4-digit password protection, which is pretty silly in today's day and age. So I didn't like that one, and I didn't like that there wasn't privacy controls, at least when I tried Likey. I haven't looked at that one. Red Note. There are so many different apps. I'll have to see. I figured I'd just throw my hat into some. We'll see. I'm hoping it sticks around, Katie. I'm just gonna operate per normal until something happens so we can't operate that way. But I will be trying to find ways to go live, so definitely YouTube's an option, plus some of those other ones. I'll let you know which one I settle on, okay? So it's a little odd tonight. I'm just gonna give you all a heads up. The comments are letting me know that you're sending gifts, but like weirdly I'm not seeing them, which is fine. Except for this one. Thank you, Narwhal. So I thank you for the gifts, but it's just telling me like somebody got a gifter badge, and I'm like, oh, thank you. I can't see what it is. So anyway, thank you all if I'm not like saying what it is, because it's not telling me. Alright, let me get my hairbrush here. Then we could brush out your hair a bit. Just gonna start by brushing through the front portion of your hair. Thank you. I'm really enjoying it. I still want to grow it out just a little bit more, maybe about here. Then get a few more layers in it, but it's working so well. Alright, now if I could have you turn around. Perfect. We're just gonna get the back of your hair here. There we go. Good. There we are. Perfect. I am feeling very tappy this evening, so I think we're going to definitely do some of that. Here is the wood. Hi, Morgan. How are you? Yeah, we can do guess the word. So far, thank you, Morgan. Our requests are for car ride, which I usually like to do towards the end. And guess the word. Let me just put this right on your head. She will be live tomorrow, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we'll be together on Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully longer, Birdman, we'll see. I like them both for different reasons. I love doing lives with Jess because we can kind of play on each other's energy. But it's also nice to just kind of zone a little bit with you all. So they're both great for different reasons. Plus, usually when we're together, I don't do quite as much tapping. So this is how I get all my tapping energy out. Now let's pick another. Yes, we can do some X marks the spot. Let me tap on one more item to get some of that energy out. I have a little notebook that I love to tap. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, now it's showing me things. Thank you for the gifts. I see a heart puff and a lightning bolt. Yeah, Ember. And I have downloaded, thanks, Elizabeth, 3 apps that I'm trying: Clapper, Triller, and Fanbase. So I'm gonna be like working to post stuff just to get kind of a feel for that. Oh, I hope it went well, Liv. Hope it was a great first day. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Oh yeah, absolutely. We can grab one of those back there. Favorited. Yeah, somebody said red note favorited. Yeah, there's a lot of different apps to try. The only one I'm confident I don't like is Likey. That didn't seem like a very secure app to me. Yeah, somebody else mentioned red note, so that's one I haven't downloaded, so I'll have to download that one next and give it a try. So far, Clapper and Triller have almost the exact same format TikTok does as far as like how your screen looks and the feed and how to upload. So that looks all very similar for both of those. I don't know how the lives work, so I might just like randomly go live on those just to, like, not officially, it's just gonna be like my face, but to see what they look like. X marks the spot, guess the word, that's what I was doing. And then we'll tap on one of the skulls. I'm gonna grab one so I remember. Grab this one. Yeah, and that's very Birdman, and a lot of people might not, but I will potentially if this app completely goes out. So I will always be able to be found YouTube for sure. Let's do some unintelligible guess the word in your ears. So I'm going to go ahead and whisper words in your ears, and they're going to get more and more unintelligible, more inaudible as we go, so it gets a little tricky. Mine was well, Morgan. How was yours? Let me think. Your first word. Shell. Shell. Jen, I am just trialing a couple of different apps. I'm already on YouTube and will not be leaving that anytime soon. But I'm also trying out Clapper, Triller, and Fanbase, and I guess I'm gonna have to look into Red Note too. Yeah, there's a lot of different options. Feel that. Alright, our next word. Next word. Well done. Hi, Holly. I'm well. How about yourself? I will check. I will definitely keep you updated. Very good. It was lollipop. Our next word. I did the trick. Snowflake. We did a little bit of that because I saw you had a little bit of dust. Yes, good luck, Holly. Make sure to get a good night's rest. Well, it is snowflake. Snowflake. Alright, another. Serendipity. 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 I've seen one correct answer. Serendipity. 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 There you go. A lot of them got it. It's such a fun word, serendipity. And there is like a little animated, I think that's also called serendipity, which I just had like a major flashback to, and I'll have to find it. It's like a little pink Loch Ness monster. They are with a little bit of pink chrome on them. Alright, now let's do one more. I'm gonna try and make this one tricky. Try and make this one tricky. Usually tricky means that I can just like breathe some of the vowels. But I love consonants so much. Like serendipity or coconut. I love all of those words. Alright, here's one. I might have gotten you with that one. I'm not sure I could have understood it, and I'm saying it. I could see that. I could see that. I will say it so far. That's the first part of it, Kaylee. Well done. Close. Close. If you were a ship lost on the sea, what would help you find your way? See, one person got it. Well done. Well done, everyone. But see, more some of those I could just pick up. Just use like none of the lines. Well done. It's actually a fun one to say. Alright, now some X marks the spot. I usually like to do this on something so we can get some scratches in. Stay. X marks the spot. A circle and a dot. 4 big boulders and 1 tiny spot. Kittens crawling up your back, claws raking down. So sorry. I panicked. I majorly panicked. Okay. Hi, Mia. Kittens crawling up your back, claws raking down. Okay. Tight squeeze. Cool breeze. Now you got the shivers. Doing so well. How about yourself? And X marks the spot. A circle and a dot. 4 big boulders and 1 tiny spot. Kittens crawling up your back, claws raking down. Kittens crawling up your back, claws raking down. Tight squeeze. Cool breeze. Now you got the tinglies. It should be a new trigger word, happy. Thank you. I don't believe I have bubble wrap, but let me check my crinkly plastics drawer. It does not appear that I have bubble wrap. I have beeswax, some standard plastic, a pad. Candy Tide's pretty good sound though. I have some wax paper. It is a classic. It's alright to just fall asleep. I am working on getting some of last week's lives downloaded. One downloaded today, and the other one didn't seem to recognize that I is on Wi-Fi. Okay, so we're definitely doing car ride towards the evening. I'm going to tap on this and then a little bit of the wax paper. And we can do some air tracing. Guess the word if you would like. Yes. Oh, and someone said Tingle train. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have shaving cream right now, Arms. I had an old container, but it's not doing anything anymore. Like, it's got nothing. There's stuff in there, but it just died on me, so I have to get a new one. Hello, ASMR Glamour. Definitely check out other ASMR artists if you see them in the chat. So, Andrea, I am testing right now Clapper, Triller, and Fan Base. And then everyone said I should check out Red Note too. I'm already on YouTube and I have gone live there once or twice before, so that one is for sure a way to find. But I am trialing just some of the other TikTok similar apps to see. And then here we have our wax paper. I'm definitely not stressing myself out about TikTok going away too much until it actually happens. I'm trying to preserve my mental health that way, but I am just kind of testing the waters to see if it does. What are some other good options? I feel like this one would probably sound better with a brush. Yeah, that's another one, Carmen, I'm gonna have to download and check out. You know, and I've not gone live on Discord either, but I do have the Discord app. So that's another one I might have to try. Some people have mentioned Twitch, and I know gamers stream on Twitch a lot, but that's another one that I've never used before. I'll have to give it a go. But so far, YouTube is the definitive one because I have gone live on there before. So that's one way for sure. And then we'll have to see about everything else. Alright, let's do a little bit of guess the word. But I'm going to be tracing the letters in front of your face. Okay. First letter. Second letter. Third. Fourth. Fifth. I think it is fifth, okay. And there is your word. Well done. Well done, everyone. Thank you, Halo. I've heard something similar, Morgan, that it might be getting pushed back. And that's the thing, is it was a turtle. the information is changing day to day. And not to say that it can't happen, because it absolutely could. But we've also gone through this potential TikTok ban twice before. So, it definitely could happen. I'm just gonna kind of wait and see. My understanding is even if it does happen, those of us who already have the app are not going to be immediately affected. But what that means is we won't be able to update the app or anything like that. So we'll start eventually experiencing glitches and things not working. They'll become very outdated and basically won't be compatible with our devices. Thank you for the bubble gum. I probably bent down right as that happened. Let's do another one. Let me think. Okay. This is gonna be, it's a word, but it's a brand, if that makes any sense. Okay. Your first letter. Second letter. Third. Fourth. Fifth. And sixth. And what's the word? It will come as no surprise how many of my props or decorations are chosen based on texture. Yes. Orbeez. These are not the Orbeez brand, but it's what made me think about them. They do have such a texture. I forgot exactly why I got these. It was for some craft project that I don't think I ever did. Or I might have gotten them purely to make that sound very similar. I haven't opened them. I wonder if Orbeez expired. I really want to stir them. But otherwise, I do have one other Orbeez item. Hi Taylor, great to see you. How are you? At least once upon a time, I had an Orbeez item buried in this drawer. Just going based on touch alone. No. No. We're getting closer. There it is. Doing well. It's a pretty quiet Monday, which is always nice. Here's my Orbeez moment. Okay, here is your next word. Ready? First letter. Begin. Second letter. Oh, it's here already. Happy early birthday. Third. Fourth. And last. What doing some of that right now, Star. We're doing trace, guess the word. Hair tracing. That is so exciting, Taylor. Good luck. I hope it goes well. I know, it is about time for me to get back to piercing my ears. Just waiting, but I think I want to get a teeth next. So close. Oh, I'll actually do that right now, Liv, because it was next on my list. Well, I don't think it'll be too bad, Taylor. You got this. An industrial. Yeah, I've heard that one's not fun. Alright. Some Tingle Train for your enjoyment. X. That's not Tingle Train, that's X marks the spot. Okay. Stipple. Pluck. Let me get your thoughts unstuck. Bugs are crawling through your hair, whispers drifting through the air. Snip, snip, brush, brush. Let me add a little blush. Have a toasted coconut and let your eyes fall shut. Soft rain to melt your brain. Welcome to the Tingle Train. I did see a poetry request, so yes, after this we're going to do a little bit of slime. Let me look at the time. So after this we'll do slime, then poetry, and then we, depending on what time looks like, we'll move into car ride. Thank you, Tingle Train is so fun. Let's do that again. Stipple, stipple, pluck, pluck. Let me get your thoughts unstuck. Bugs are crawling through your hair, whispers drifting through the air. Snip, snip, rush, rush. Let me add a little blush. Have a toasted coconut and let your eyes fall shut. Soft rain to melt your brain. Welcome to the Tingle Train. Thank you, the rose. I don't think belly buttons would be too bad. I've never had one, so everyone else giving their advice is probably better, but I like to wear high-waisted pants, and I just feel like I would always be catching it on stuff, and that's the only thing that's gotten me about the belly button. Thank you. It is a little mob. Alright, and I said we were doing slime. Let's do this fun glitter slime. It smells like grape. And because it's purple, it's not quite matching my nails, but it's in the same. And we'll do a little bit of it on the mic, so we're going to pop our little fluffy cover off. You know, some people do say that, Garcia, that you can pierce certain points that also are acupressure points. I don't know how true that is, but I have heard that. My septum was probably the easiest piercing for me. So my understanding is there's a little spot right where a septum usually goes, and if the piercer gets that like sweet spot, it doesn't really hurt. It felt more like pressure to me, and it healed the fastest of any of my piercings. Oh yeah, that burn. Nice. I would say the biggest things to adjust to are getting used to something touching your nose hairs. If you're not someone who like waxes or shaves your nose hairs, which I don't, you gotta get used to that feeling. It's ticklish for a little bit. You do have to get used to the smell of it if you take really good care of it, but as it's healing, you're just gonna notice a stink. But what I also like about the septum is it's a really easy facial piercing to hide, especially if you get the horseshoe piercing. You can always flip it up if you decide you don't like it without having to take it out. I will say that the one thing that's been, and I'm sure this is true for a lot of like face piercings, but it's definitely like a little bit of a fidget. Like I'll just find myself fidgeting with it throughout the day, or like moving it with my lips. Which luckily mine hasn't gotten irritated from that, but you definitely don't want to be doing that while it's healing. Glitter on my hands. Just fidgeted. It's hard not to. I know. And sometimes I don't realize that I'm doing it, so I think people probably just think I'm picking my nose all day, because I'm like just wiggling it. And I'll do it when I'm thinking, like I'll just be sitting here like itching my nose, but I'm just wiggling it. Get in there. Excuse me. I did use the floor bits of the slime, so you all knew that was coming. We did do a little bit of that, Harley. We did do some Tingle training. Alright, quick poetry reading. Oh, that's so brave, Jilly. I don't think I could pierce my own body. Like, not only, I just don't think I could purposely like stab myself with it. I think I'd chicken out. Alright, if I could have a couple of numbers between 9 and 95. We'll pick some random poems. It's always wonderful to get to know all of you in the comments. Alright, we got lots of numbers. I'm very sorry if I don't get to all of them. Let's see, we'll start with 18. So, the poetry book I grabbed is The Poetic Underground. Sorry, I forgot. By Erin Hansen. This is book 3, which is Dreamscape. Right. 18. Remember to forget. The irony of life is our greatest fear is to forget, yet it's the only certain fate that anything has ever met. We know one day our earth will find itself victim to time, that nothing will be left to tell of your story or mine. And still through life we rush, scrabbling for something to remember. Perish the thought that ash be ash, and not the memory of an ember. Alright. And then Jackie, unfortunately, this one does start on page 9. Weirdly. So we'll go on to 27. This one is the dark. There must be more to darkness than just a simple lack of light, for there is something almost palpable about the dead of night. It is tempting to risk everything we ever counted real, if just to run our hands through how the pre-dawn hours feel. Perhaps that's why we take our shelter as the night comes rushing in, for fear of something other brushing up against our skin, in case we stretch our arms out into things we do not know, and return with fingers darkened, wrapped around a ripped shadow. Let's see, 24 and 88. So the one on 24, on a couple pages, she just kind of has these more short words of wisdom. They don't have a title. And this one says, promises are weapons. Please only wield them when you need, for just a touch of one left broken is all it takes to make you bleed. Very important to remember. 88. And I think we're going to have to wrap up and move on to car ride. Here we are. This one is titled Names. Perhaps we're not afraid of death, but of our name plucked from the air, of the silence that surrounds a thing that's just no longer there. For we never really know the lifespan of a single sound, how many years after a body stops, a name will stick around. Perhaps it stretches generations, echoes one last time, then never, until the space it filled is replaced by its unknown loss forever. Or maybe there's another way. It lives after we fade. It's why we write our name on books we own and all we've ever made. It's a sliver of remembrance in a world prone to forget, the taste of who we were on lips of one we've never met. The hope they'll stumble on the stories we have loved, worn down with age, that there they'll find what we had left, our name upon the cover page. And for just that fleeting moment, it's as though we've beaten death. That in the whisper of those words, we have taken one more breath. That one's beautiful in a lot of ways. And again, this was The Poetic Underground, Book 3 by Nair Hansen. Thank you, Shania. It is starting to get really long. I'm wearing the Miss Frizzle dress today. Alright, and then we were going to do car ride. Put on the fluffy for this. Sorry, that was a little bouncing. And then I liked the glass and how it diffused the light last time, so I think we're going to do it again. Alright. Going to go ahead and turn off the ring light to start the car ride. Maybe if I can find it. There we are. Okay, let me put this glass here. There we go. Over tonight. There, and that way we get a nice diffused light. Thank you, Maddie. And I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you are riding in the passenger seat of a car. Someone you love and trust very much is driving the vehicle. Headlights pass gently over your closed lids, and you feel safe and comfortable and very, very sleepy. And before you know it, you've slipped into a deep sleep and find yourself in a dream. In this dream, you awaken in a beautiful forested glen. Towering moss-covered trees surround you on all sides. Little fairy ladders climb the trees. Ferns and fungi hang from the trees. And you sit. Whoa, hold on, verification here. You sit along the edge of a still lake, gently lapping at the shore. Pebbles line the edges, and a full silver moon shines overhead. And in the twilight stillness, the very air seems still, as if the world is holding its breath. And this moment feels important, as though you're on the edge of something most profound. And then, from the woods across the lake, you see a silvery white light begin to emerge. Soft footfalls precede the arrival of the newcomer. Gentle wind chime like music dances on the breeze, and the moon glints off a dazzling spiral horn, white mane and tail, and a silver hide are the first things you notice as a unicorn approaches the banks. Grace cannot fully describe the creature that stands before you. The forelock that gently falls amongst beautiful dark sofa eyes, delicate feather-like hooves, and a beautiful proud carriage. Her head dips to drink at the lakefront, and as her head comes back up for just a moment, you feel as if you lock eyes, and a peace unlike anything you've ever experienced falls across your being. And in that moment, you know you are accepted. You are complete. And with a soft twinkling of wind chimes, she makes her way back into the woods. And you know that her greeting is a sign of good tidings and of glorious things to come. And you awake with that feeling still pounding through your being as you find yourself again in the passenger seat of that car, as your friend gently nudges you awake. Hey, we're home. Then the light comes back on in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I've seen those jellyfish lamps. I really want the little mushroom rain one. Just something about it makes me so happy. I'm glad you enjoyed our little fantastical dreamscape. Indeed, like. I feel that. I believe in you, Katie. You got this. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you for all of your likes, your gifts to my wonderful little raindrops. We are going to be moving into a sub-only live after this as a thank you to the subscribers. You're more than welcome to subscribe and join, but it's definitely optional. So, otherwise, Jess will be live again tomorrow, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Morgan. I know, all good things must come to a close. But we will do a short countdown, as we always do, to help you fall asleep. I know, I'll be back Wednesday. We can hang out again. Now let me do a brief countdown for you. 10, 9, 8, 7,